All right, man. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Rondo signing back with LA. This is so funny to me, man. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even believe. I said, are you serious? Rondo is really going back to the Lakers again? Dwight Howard is going back again? I'm like, wait a minute. Wait 1 second. I really want to see how this will fit out, because they still have Kendrick Nunn over there. Will Rondo get any minutes with Nunn being a backup point guard to Westbrook? Can that happen? But I'm not even going to talk about the Lakers right now. I'm talking about the Clippers, because Clippers, you blew it big time. You blew it big time. You gave away a valuable piece in Lou Williams for Rondo for one season. Didn't really use Rondo that good. He had a lot of DMPs in the playoffs. And now we're here with him signing back with the Lakers. Signing back with your rival. Yes, you need a moment of silence, because this is ridiculous. I'm in shock that Rondo is going back to the Lakers. I'm in shock that the Clippers gave away Lou Williams. I'm still in shock. Like, that's somebody that you have to keep, somebody who is loyal to you. And you gave him away for Rondo just for 1 year, a trial. It didn't work out. Maybe it could have worked out, but we see that it didn't. And now the Clippers are back to square one. A point guard. They need an actual point guard who will help them win a championship. I feel like Reggie Jackson can be that guy. I saw it in the playoffs this season. There's no doubt in my mind, if Kawhi Leonard was healthy, they could have won a championship this season with Reggie Jackson at the starting point guard. But I still want to see how this will work out for a full season with Reggie Jackson playing the point guard position for a full year. Can he help them and bring them to an NBA championship? I think maybe he can if Kawhi Leonard is healthy. But now back to Rondo and the Lakers. This will be very, very interesting. Rondo and Westbrook in the same locker room with LeBron James, with Anthony Davis, with Carmelo Anthony, with Dwight Howard. I've seen LeBron on some interesting teams, man, like 2008 with Kuzma, Lance Stevenson, and everybody. It was just blooper season, okay? It was a blooper season. But this time, I feel like this team is fit to win a championship. And with Rondo coming off the bench, this will help them out a lot. Now, you do still have Kendrick Nunn, who is a great scorer, a great proven scorer that he was with the Miami Heat. He played in the finals. He played pretty good in the finals. And I'm sure he's getting better by the year. So I don't know if Rondo would be a backup to Kendrick or not, or will Kendrick slide to that point guard that barely plays, and THC, how will he fit in? Like with Rondo signing back, maybe this is just for the locker room. I'm not sure. But my whole thing is just falls back to the Clippers. The Clippers, you blew it. You blew it. You really blew it. You gave away Lou Williams. You gave away Landry Shamet for Rondo. Rondo was that piece. See, okay, and this what happens a lot when LeBron wins a championship with anyone, in my opinion. You saw Mozgov get the big contract with LA, $60 million. And they were like, oh my goodness, what are we doing? We saw Della Vadova get a good contract with the Bucks, $44 million. And now we saw everybody was going after Rondo. Everybody was going after Rondo. I want Rondo. I want Rondo. I want Rondo. I want Rondo. They said, if we get Rondo, we can be a championship contender. And he went to ATL, spent their time there. And when the Clippers got him, it was a lot of people, a lot of voices saying now they're bound to win a championship, because Rondo, playoff Rondo, will show up and help the Clippers get to that championship. But that did not happen. We know that didn't happen, mainly because Kawhi Leonard was hurt. If Kawhi Leonard was healthy, Rondo not there, I still believe they get out the West and win the championship, especially with the Lakers being hobbled last season. The Clippers were clear-cut, probably the best team in the West when the Lakers weren't healthy. And so you trade for Rondo, you get him on the team, and then back and forth with Kawhi. Back in, what was it, Dallas game 5, Kawhi Leonard was going, or LA, I forgot where it was at. Kawhi Leonard was going for the game-winning shot, fading away in the corner, and he missed. And Rondo was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you should have passed me the ball or whatever. Like, what are you doing? That back and forth for Rondo. After that, Rondo had some DMPs. Okay, he had some DMPs. It really wasn't working out that good for Rondo. And I'm like, oh my goodness, y'all gave away Rondo for Lou Williams, who can really, really help this team and push you to a championship with Reggie Jackson. That's 3 scores. Reggie Jackson, Paul George, and Lou Williams. Last season in the playoffs, I believe you can get past Phoenix with that team. I really do believe that, because you could have got past Phoenix with just Paul George. But look at game 1. Look at game 2. Things happen. But Rondo coming back with the Lakers, this would be interesting. I want to see how his minutes would play. I want to see his role. I really want to see him and Westbrook, how they would fit that in. Like, how would this all work out? This Lakers team has a lot of things to work out. Still have to work out Westbrook and LeBron together and see how they would fit. But now I know a lot of people are saying that Rondo will ruin this LA team from winning a championship because of his presence, because he's stubborn, he doesn't listen. I don't believe that will happen. I don't believe that will happen at all. I still have LA, the top team in the West, coming out the West against Brooklyn, top team in the East. But who knows? We don't know how that would turn out. We don't know the future. But if I knew the future, I knew I would never give up Lou Williams. I was saying that last season, why give up Lou for Rondo? Just because Rondo had a good run with the Lakers. Rondo was already written off before he went to LA. They said the same thing that they're saying now about Rondo coming back to the Lakers. Oh, he's going to mess up the locker room. He's going to hurt the locker room. They said that when he first got there, and he didn't mess up the locker room. He helped them win a championship. And when he came to the Clippers, they said Rondo will help us win a championship. Rondo would get us over the hump. Rondo this, Rondo that, because of that one run with LeBron James. That is the LeBron James effect, folks. I'm sorry. That is the LeBron James effect. You play with LeBron James, you have a great season, and then people look at you and say, hey, yeah, you know what? This guy here, we need him. He can help us win a championship. And that's what they did with Rondo, even though Rondo is a Hall of Fame player. But Rondo is at the back end of his career, and they thought Rondo can step in for the Clippers and make things happen. And that did not happen. Now he's back with LA and hopefully trying to help them win another championship. This is very, very interesting. And he still got all his money in. At the same time, oh my goodness, can we play a hand clap? I'm trying to find a hand clap. I'm trying to find a hand clap on this soundboard. We need a hand clap for Rondo. Rondo, you played that in an excellent, excellent, excellent way. Oh my goodness, where the hand clap at? We need a round of applause for Rondo, okay? We need a round of applause if I can find it. Okay, I can't find it. No round of applause. Okay, forget it. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this signing for Rondo going back to the Lakers. This should be this is very, very interesting. I want to see how this will work out with him and Westbrook in the locker room. I feel like it might work out great, and I feel like they have the potential to go to NBA Finals this season.